Okay, today we are going to study about methicillin resistant Staph aureus. It is methicillin resistant Staphylococcus aureus. Small a. And why are we studying this? Okay, methicillin resistant Staph aureus. What is methicillin? Methicillin is a penicillin. Okay, and now Staph aureus. It is the major cause of the nosocomial infection, that is the hospital acquired infection. How this infection is caused, we are going to discuss that. Now, penicillin, methicillin, how they act. Actually, methicillin belong to anti-staphylococcus group. Earlier, it was found that the bacteria produces an enzyme, that is the beta lactamase, that breaks the beta lactam ring and make them ineffective for use. So we developed anti-staphylococcus group. They are beta lactamase resistant, but a new strain get developed, which is the methicillin resistant Staph aureus. The methicillin, it is resistant to beta lactamase, but how then it happens that it is not effective in Staph aureus? It's because the protein, the penicillin binding protein that is present in the cell membrane of Staph aureus, it got mutated. The affinity of penicillin for this plasma penicillin binding protein, it has decreased, leading to resistant, and the stain that developed is known as methicillin resistant Staph aureus. Actually, it leads to what are other that are the resistant develops to oxazicillin, nefacillin, and actually these MRSA are resistant to all beta lactam antibodies. So what we use in this case? We use other cell wall inhibitors, that is vancomycin. Vancomycin is used to treat MRSA. And MRSA are important cause for the post-operative wound infection. Okay, now how do we check if Staph stain in a patient is MRSA or not? We use oxazicillin. We don't use methicillin for test. We use oxazicillin or cefoxitin disc to check. And what we found in this patient that leads to mutation in plasma penicillin binding protein is that they have a gene, that is SCCMEC, which is staphylococcal cascade chromosome MAC, the gene. And due to this gene, the protein penicillin binding protein has lost its affinity. Okay, and now also MRSA is responsible for community acquired MRSA in community, and we have hospital acquired MRSA. So what is the, for hospital, the major cause is the hospital personnel. The staff that works in a hospital, they carry these strains, so we should check them routinely or regularly to check for this, and if they harbor these stains in their skin, nose, they should be given proper medicine, the topical agents to cure them.